Today marks a monumental moment for fans of adrenaline-fueled action. Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1 is now available on Netflix. This release brings one of the most critically acclaimed action films of the last decade into the homes of millions, allowing a new wave of viewers to experience the thrills, stunts, and emotional stakes that have defined the franchise. With a remarkable 96% score on Rotten Tomatoes, the film's critical reception signals that this is not just another blockbuster, it is a masterclass in modern action cinema. From theaters to streaming, the journey of Dead Reckoning. When Dead Reckoning first premiered in theaters, it immediately drew attention for its combination of high-octane spectacle and complex storytelling. Unlike typical action movies that rely solely on explosions and chase sequences, this installment dives deeper into the ethical dilemmas of technology and surveillance. By the time the film left theaters, it had already cemented its status as a standout in the Mission: Impossible franchise. The arrival on Netflix is a milestone, not just for fans, but for the franchise itself. It allows audiences who miss the theatrical release, or who prefer streaming from home, to experience the full cinematic spectacle. Today, whether viewers are longtime franchise enthusiasts or first-time explorers, they can see why Dead Reckoning has been hailed as a high point for action cinema. Why 96% on Rotten Tomatoes is more than a number. A 96% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes is a rarity, particularly for a blockbuster action film. It reflects a near-unanimous critical endorsement, meaning that the overwhelming majority of professional reviewers found the movie exceptional. This score is an acknowledgement that Dead Reckoning succeeds not just in spectacle, but in storytelling, character development, and thematic resonance. Action films often face a bias toward being flashy but shallow. Achieving this level of critical acclaim proves that Dead Reckoning transcends such stereotypes. It is a movie that combines thrilling stunts with compelling narrative arcs, making it both entertaining and meaningful. The evolution of the franchise. The Mission: Impossible series has undergone a remarkable transformation since its debut in 1996. Early installments were moderate successes, praised for their inventive plots but not widely celebrated as critical masterpieces. Over the years, the franchise has matured. Ghost Protocol introduced inventive stunts and revitalized the series. Rogue Nation expanded the emotional stakes and enriched the ensemble cast. Fallout became the pinnacle, with a nearly perfect critical reception. Dead Reckoning Part 1 continues this evolution. It combines the signature globe-trotting espionage and intricate plots with contemporary concerns about artificial intelligence and global surveillance, creating a film that feels both classic and forward-thinking. Story and themes. Beyond action. At its core, Dead Reckoning is about more than daring escapes and breathtaking set pieces. The story pits Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise, and his team against an enigmatic and dangerous artificial intelligence known simply as the Entity. Unlike conventional villains, the Entity represents a broader philosophical threat, challenging the team not only physically but morally and intellectually. This exploration of technology, ethics, and human resilience elevates the movie beyond typical spy thrills. It asks the audience to consider the consequences of a world where power is intangible, omnipresent, and potentially uncontrollable, a theme that resonates in today's increasingly digitized society. The cast. A dynamic ensemble. The success of Dead Reckoning owes much to its stellar cast. Tom Cruise returns as Ethan Hunt, delivering the perfect balance of intensity, charisma, and vulnerability. Haley Atwell portrays Grace, a character whose intelligence and moral complexity add depth to the story. Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, and Vanessa Kirby round out the ensemble, offering continuity, humor, and emotional weight that longtime fans appreciate. The chemistry among the cast elevates every scene, making the stakes feel real and giving the action sequences an emotional resonance that goes beyond mere spectacle. Action at its finest. Dead Reckoning distinguishes itself with action that is both practical and cinematic. From rooftop chases to high-speed train sequences, the film showcases stunts that are meticulously choreographed and performed in real locations. This commitment to tangible, authentic action makes every sequence pulse with energy and immediacy. In an era dominated by CGI-heavy effects, the film's dedication to practical stunts stands out, giving it a visceral, thrilling quality that resonates with both critics and audiences. Every chase, fight, and explosive set piece is a carefully crafted showcase of cinematic craftsmanship. Box office to streaming. The full life cycle. While the film performed admirably at the global box office, its theatrical run was part of a competitive landscape, contending with other cultural juggernauts. However, today's Netflix release ensures that Dead Reckoning reaches a broader audience than ever before. Streaming platforms have transformed the life cycle of major films, giving movies a second life and creating opportunities for cultural longevity beyond the box office. For many viewers, this is the first chance to experience the film, while longtime fans can revisit it with the clarity of hindsight and the comfort of home viewing. Cultural impact, accessibility and legacy. The release on Netflix has several cultural implications. Accessibility. Millions can now experience a critically acclaimed blockbuster from home, including younger audiences and those without access to theaters. Legacy. The film strengthens the franchise's reputation, demonstrating that high-quality action storytelling remains possible in modern Hollywood. Inspiration. Dead Reckoning sets a benchmark for future action films, proving that high-stakes entertainment can also carry narrative depth and thematic sophistication. By combining blockbuster thrills with thoughtful storytelling, the film reinforces the notion that action cinema can be both entertaining and intellectually engaging. Critical reception and the broader action landscape. The 96% Rotten Tomatoes score indicates that Dead Reckoning succeeded on multiple fronts. Craftsmanship. Critics praise the attention to detail in stunts, cinematography, and storytelling. Narrative depth. The film's exploration of AI, surveillance, and morality sets it apart from typical action fare. Emotional resonance. Strong character arcs and ensemble chemistry make the stakes feel real and compelling. This alignment between critical and audience reception is rare for big-budget action movies, and it signals a shift in how such films are perceived in contemporary cinema. The future of the franchise. Dead Reckoning Part 1 sets the stage for future sequels and spin-offs, with the story's high stakes and thematic complexity promising more adventures for Ethan Hunt and the IMF. With streaming platforms like Netflix now part of the release strategy, the franchise can reach wider audiences, ensuring continued cultural relevance. The success of this installment demonstrates that franchises can evolve, balancing spectacle with thought-provoking storytelling, a model that other blockbuster series may now follow. Why you should watch today. For anyone who loves action, suspense, and intelligent storytelling, Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1 is essential viewing. Its arrival on Netflix opens the door to an epic cinematic experience accessible to anyone with a subscription. Whether you're watching for the first time or revisiting for subtle details, the film rewards attention, offering a combination of heart, intellect, and adrenaline that is rare in modern blockbusters. From daring stunts to philosophical questions about technology and power, the movie delivers thrills and thoughtfulness in equal measure. Today, the mission is simple: stream it, watch it, and experience a film that has captured the imagination of critics and fans alike. Quick facts. Netflix release date: February 26, 2026. Rotten Tomatoes score: 96% certified fresh. Director: Christopher McQuarrie. Cast: Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Rebecca Ferguson, Vanessa Kirby. Global box office: over $570 million. Mission: Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1 is more than an action movie. It is a statement that blockbuster cinema can be thrilling, intelligent, and emotionally resonant all at once. Netflix viewers now have the perfect opportunity to see why critics and fans alike have celebrated this installment as one of the franchise's finest moments. Whether you are a longtime Mission: Impossible fan or a newcomer to the series, today's release is your invitation to join Ethan Hunt on a journey that pushes the boundaries of what modern action cinema can achieve.